See that? Comments on every time I press it. Hang out with the family or what?
Thing I've ever done. Never felt that. Changed my life. Check your LG. Before you answer.
And darkened like I was going to shut off. I'm like, is in the springtime every year that I mean, once I get it done, but there's a lot
You started off on long
because Mako was recording my shit, and he thought that I quit it because of him. I didn't quit it because of him. I just got tired. I was on here for 3 hours.
And they can't fire chicken for you?
Garbage. Nope, didn't.
Okay.
Nope.
That is.
I seen the thing in the background, but I didn't drop it because of that. I dropped it because it was like the numbers were dropping as far as people viewing. So it was like, what was the point staying on? You know?
Mom's been on more hotel pillows than a chocolate mint.
How they try. Sweetheart, no offense. But since you're dirt poor and living with your brother, one must ask.
Well, thank you and welcome to the live stream.
She's a little slow. Car.
Listen to your mommy.
Um,
No, I'm going to listen. My heart. And for your.
if I can keep it rated PG, then it's okay. But normally I don't because I have a lot of problems with people online here. Roblox. Normally it's a better idea that you don't because I'm an adult and this is usually an adult chat, not kids. Okay. No offense, just
You miss me. I miss you. Listen, there's something I want to ask you, but I want to do it in person. Okay. I understand. Yeah, sure. Bye. Her husband came back a day ago. Okay, my mistake.
So I decided if I was gonna get my boots done, I might as well go whole hog. You know what I mean?
Well, I know what you
well,
mean.
thank you, appreciate that.
It's still pretty natural looking, don't you think?
It told me.
Same here. Have a good day.
Yeah, you can tell. I think they're really gonna help me fix my career goals. Do you remember what they were?
What?
My career goals.
Yeah, sure. You want to be an actress, right?
No, Billy. I want to be a
Knucklehead, what's your real name? I'll look you up. I don't want to repeat it too often because I get people sitting there copying my name and junk, you know? I can't believe they have this thing on here. 2.5 men and this woman sounds like something straight out of what the hell is it? Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. He's leaving. He said, well, heck with that. Nope.
Hey, where are you off to? I don't know. Anywhere.
No, I don't work on weekends. It's funny as heck.
Sorry, I told you to go sticking your hand in my shower. Oh, please, how can she sue you? You have no money. Oh, boy. Nothing. She saw an old girlfriend. Talk to you later. Lisa?
Oh, boy. Julie. Oh,
These people come and show up in a place where a person frequents and they can't believe they're there. Like, really? Yeah, it's okay. You could just go Richard F. And you'll see me in the picture up top with the 57 Chevy in the background.
Yeah. And you? How's married life? So what happened? Okay.
Some of the weirdest things that I found looking for treasure hunts and stuff, Knucklehead, was like, I found the Yellow Submarine. I found the Starship Enterprise, the original from '66 or whatever it was. And then yesterday I found the Mickey Mouse boat. It's like these oddball things they throw in, you know? Okay, that's easy enough.
Dinner tonight. I won't take no for an answer. Hey, lady, you forgot your baby.
Charlie, not her baby. Shall we say 7?
Just out of curiosity, what the hell happened in your brother's bathroom?
Honey,
The crying girl always afraid.
I think I was not wrestling.
Was naked.
She was taking a shower, and I didn't know she was
It all
there.
depends on the weather. I don't know if I'm going to be there or not. If it's decent out, I'll go there. But if it's raining like it was today, it kept, raining off and on, off and on, off and on, off and on. At one point where I thought it was going to clear up. I was thinking, maybe I'd go over there and work on it, but then it just started downpouring again. Hold on, I got to read this message, Knucklehead. As if it'll move.
Okay, I'll sign this. So you're going to go straight to your room and study so this doesn't happen again. Well, I'm having the best day. Really? Do share it with me. Remember these? Oh, is that the girl who bitch slapped me in your shower this morning? Oh, that's Megan or Megan. Sue. Lisa is the woman that I can't ask to marry me, but she married this other guy instead. Well, they're divorced, and I'm having dinner with her tonight. Isn't that great? I had a plug, but my hand was bitten earlier.
Dan, what you don't understand is that happened a year ago. They dredged it up then. They caused drama and chaos then, and now they're doing it now again. They're just like drama. That's all there is to it.
Something Megan or Megan or
They don't know when to let things go. You know what I'm saying?
blackmail. Kid's a genius.
They habitually try to offend people they don't like. That's what it is.
We done with what's bothering me? It's like talking to a horny chick. So what do you think?
About what?
Lisa, me, the kid?
Yeah, I am. Still paying for it. Expensive $290 a month. No lights, no heat. That's why I got to get most of that stuff out of there.
It's Mission Week on Paramount Network. Your mission, relive Yellowstone's every moment. The Yellowstone Memorial Day Weekend Marathon starts all day tomorrow, only on Paramount Network. Don't miss Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, now in theaters.
That's going to be going on until I get all that stuff out of there, you know? So I figured probably about another month and I'll have everything out. Because, you know, it's a lot for one person, you know, especially with health issues.
Jonathan.
Breathing is a problem, you know, energy level is a problem, and
Nobody knows.
maneuvering around is a problem. And now I'm, you know, experiencing swollen ankles. I don't know what the hell that's about. I don't know if it's from the water pill or if I'm really diabetic.
Any size hot coffee for $1. Any size.
Maybe I wasn't, but maybe I am now. You know, things do change. And the thing is, I keep cutting up my right leg, and it keeps showing a black scab, but below it, it's like a darker version of skin, and then around it, it's like red. You know, so I don't know if I have to exercise with it, or if I, you know, should have it elevated. Couldn't tell you. I'm not going to play doctor on myself. The doctors couldn't get it right when they had me in the hospital. They tried to play God and they almost killed me. That's it.
What a Russian for? I don't. Is it shoes inside other shoes and there's a bunch?
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, like I said, if I don't get it out of there, they're going to, you know, they're going to close it up and put it up for auction. So I still have some things that are worthwhile to get from in there, you know. Like I said, I have a Dale Earnhardt collection. I got about four boxes filled with Dale Earnhardt stuff. I'm talking like numbered cars that are in the boxes and stuff like that. And I have pictures in there that I got to get out of there. And it's actually got Wi-Fi capability. And I could bring it back here and I could sell it too. And I've already got permission for that. I have enough Hot Wheels in here. I can actually pin them up on the wall and probably cover about 3/4 of my.
Just nobody's taking crap in my cars.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Breastfeeding, remember?
I'm right. And may I say, on behalf of myself, the maitre d', and the entire kitchen staff that found a reason to walk past our table, you're doing a hell of a job.
I always like this program for some reason. I don't know. I don't like the way Charlie Sheen acted after, you know, he left it. Winning. What is that, like retarded? Oh, come on. Over dramatic. I used to have that problem in the beginning too, though, knucklehead. Me going in on Facebook and trying to find people, you know. I have another profile on I believe it's on Facebook, but I have like 875, you know, friends or whatever, you know?
Beach, did you?
Threw it on my neighbor's deck.
No updates as far as I know. I got to talk to the guy that has it on his property to see if he's done anything. I don't think he has because we've had nothing but constant rain here. You know, he's not going to work on it, and I'm not going to work on it like that either. I don't want to take the valve covers off and get rainwater in there. You know, that's not going to be too intelligent.
You're so sweet.
I didn't know. Want to go upstairs?
Oh boy.
Why? I have a baby.
Okay, she can stay too.
Spend the night. I didn't bring enough diapers. I didn't bring a bassinet. I don't know a breast pump.
So, we'll do it the old-fashioned way.
What are you gonna do, Charlie? Milk?
Oh God, that's horrible.
To say,
Just jump back in with you.
I don't know, because I'm sweet.
Charlie.
No, not intake gaskets, head gaskets. And I think it's only the one on the driver's side because that's the only one that's leaking.
James.
It was 10 when I met him.
And I want to see if it's actually one of the water jackets or if it's the water channel. And then, you know, from looking inside, I can tell if the heater core is shot or not by having a puddle in there. But right now, there's no water in there because
Charlie.
if it's cracked, yes, I'm gonna have to drop a 350 in it. But both me and the guy that actually has it at his house, he's built engines, and he told me, he says SBCs are not, you know, they're not one to die out easily, you know. And he heard it run. I had 2 times where I put gas in the carburetor. He wasn't even paying attention, and he heard it fire up, and his mouth kind of like dropped, like he was shocked that it started, you know. And it ran until the carburetor ran out of gas. For some reason, still got problem with the fuel tank. At one point, it was actually leaking in the line closest to the front wheel. So I know that there was gas traveling through that line to a certain point. But maybe there's soot and crap in that tank now. Maybe it's just, you know, clogging it up.
See you later. Need to know about it? Oh, come on, that's the most action you've had in months. I never lose a tooth. Can't you just be happy for me? The woman I love is back in my life.
Yeah, but we have to get it running long enough. You can't do that with gas being in the carburetor. It's never going to tell you where the timing's at. You need more gas flow in order to get in there. And I can't put it towards, you know, put the hose from the fuel pump in a gas can and draw it out of there because I don't think the fuel pump's working. I think the, what is it, the gasket inside the fuel pump, I think it's dried out. It's probably disintegrated. I mean, the fuel pump does look like it's from a 57 Chevy. It looks old, you know? That don't look too good either. Yeah, it's probably dried out, you know? And it's probably disintegrated, and that's what's causing it not to build any pressure for the gas to be pushed up into the carburetor. I mean, when I first got the car before all this crap happened, it ran, but it ran like crap. It sounded like crap, you know? And every time I started it, it got worse.
Stuck at the DMV and
The General gives you a break with flexible payment options. Let's get you a break while you wait.
What is this place?
This is our DMV VIP, vending machine sharpshooter. For a great low rate, go with the General. It's big, it's back, and it's
No, not yet.
Get the big box y'all love.
I don't know what the hell happened to all my other channels. They all just like vanished. I had like 2 or 3 channels, you know. I went to what was it, the Google accounts or whatever to try and, you know, find out where they're at. They're not showing up. It's only showing this one. But the funny thing is in my shorts, when I sometimes when I go to play my shorts, there's only like a couple of them. And then other times when I go back and then I come back again, there's a whole slew of them there, you know? Something that they did 15 years. Who the heck wants to see Jersey Shore family vacation reenact something that they did 15 years ago? Really? It's like, come on. Not 21 anymore. It's time to grow up, you know? For the boom boxes. And I'd have to create another channel in order to make videos of me doing the work and putting them on that channel. Unless I delete, you know, videos from whatever I'm recording from my phone. And if I don't, then, you know, I can actually use it.
This one is wrong. This is wrong. You have to check your work. These are careless mistakes.
Maybe I'm not careless. Maybe I let paint as a child.
Go by the question they asked right off the bat.
Stupid. Your mother's my cousin, and you're not going anywhere until you do your homework.
So by the question they asked right off the bat. Know if they're friend or foe. I don't understand what these people are getting mad at me for. They're the ones that made it like this. I didn't. But if you want to drag somebody's name through the mud, try and make them out to be something they're not.
It's not that. It's just I'm looking at the sexiest woman in the world, and all I can see is a thermos.
Charming. There are things to do with penis that aren't exactly a term.
Because people have done nothing but step on me all the way through. You know, they're creating a persona of me, or, you know, a visual aspect that I'm supposed to be worse than what I really am. And they're making waves and problems. In other words, they're going off of social media and now dredging into my personal life. You know what I'm saying? Instead of keeping out of it. I don't do it to them, but I can. I know one of the person's names first and last. But I don't do it because, you know, I don't feel that that's my place. You know what I mean? No, I'm kind of like, other than that, it's just kind of, I'm not really mad. I really had a shitty life all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Like from growing up and being married and everything else. And, you know, then all of a sudden, you know, the health conditions so that I can't maintain the house I had. And then the mold spores and everything else, you know, building up in my lungs, which didn't make me any better. And then the drama on here, you know, with people interfering in my life instead of just dealing with it online. I don't understand that. And why would somebody want to make an enemy with somebody instead of just like, you know, let it go? It happened. If you're an exposing channel, expose it and get over it. Plain and simple. I don't even leave comments on them because I don't feel that it's, you know, worth my time.
Shoes.
Hang on.
No, I don't. I just, you know what it is, Tater, is I saw on Poor Man's Speed Shop, okay? I saw that he went to some kind of swap meet or something with his son, and I seen that. I think Austin and Jack were there, you know, father and son and father and son. And I seen Barry blow up and, you know, use bad profanity words in front of a little 3-year-old girl that was sitting with her father on some kind of quad or something like that. And scared the living daylights out of the kid. And I don't believe that you're supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like your personal problems should not be in the public eye of somebody that young. It should be kept in private or in an area with other adults your same age. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why I didn't add him, because I saw that. You know, I was like, I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about him. He can do what he wants, but I just don't. I don't want to be affiliated with that. You know. All right, knucklehead. You have a good evening. There goes the phone again.
Yeah, like everything else, the kids are so expensive these days.
I try to, man, but the thing is, like I said, I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm kind of like, I guess, kind of a little bit depressed and withdrawn. You know, like I got video games out the wazoo here, and you'd think that I'd be sitting there playing them. You know, but I'm more worried about my ankles being swollen than sitting there playing video games. But then I'm also worried about going out there and walking and getting exercise and not being able to breathe and then falling over because of lack of oxygen to the brain or something, you know, and nobody being there for me. You know, I mean, like I was, when I was younger, I actually worked as a PCA. I took care of elderly people in their homes. And I'm talking about people that had catheters. I'm talking about people that needed washed. They needed to be changed in clothes. Their bedding was, you know, washed by me. Everything, you know, family functions, doctor's appointments, RX, physical therapy, all that stuff. I did everything. Now, with some people, here's the thing. If you have a do not resuscitate, okay, the person that takes care of you, you know, if you were to say me, I can, you know, work with you. I can, you know, take care of you in that facet. But if they don't have a do not resuscitate, or if it's a, yeah, if it's a resuscitate, then you have to go to school. You have to be certified. Or at least that's the way it was when I was doing it. I even went as far as one time as putting my name up on Craigslist before Craigslist went, you know, off. It was out of Wayne, you know.
I know chickens can't fly, but can they?
And I did that kind of stuff for 15 years.
How'd it go with Lisa? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out.
Yes, I did do construction work. It wasn't really hard construction work. It was more like bricklaying, foundation. You know what I'm saying? Where you had the inspector come in, they had to check to make sure everything was legit. And I did some roofing. And when I was younger, I also did some drywall and I also did painting. And then I also worked as an executive chef. I worked as a pantry chef. I worked as a short order cook, a fry cook, and a caterer, and I worked for a commercial food workers union, local 1245. So, you know, and I also worked on cars. I worked at pool service places where, you know, we put in pools and service the pools and close them and all that other stuff. Been there, done that. It's not the dietitian, see, because the thing is that water pill is actually supposed to flush you out. But what I'm thinking about doing is getting that apple vinegar cider, you know,
I'm working.
and try that. Because some things will work for you and some things won't, you know. What may work for me may not work for you.
You have to wait for inspiration.
That's what makes everybody different, you know. You're not the same.
Nope, not yet.
Hey, Chuck, you want to come to the movies with us?
Yeah. It's working.
On what? Liver failure? Wonderful. He's my mother, you're my doctor.
Oh, I assume you finished reading Lord of the Flies for your book report? Good. How'd you like it?
Thought it was a timeless American classic.
I see. So tell me, what's it about?
The book?
Yeah, the book.
It's called Lord of the Flies, and it's about a really big fly that all the other flies prey.
It's like somebody was saying about me yesterday, well, how can he just sit there and like look at the screen or look at the TV while people are in this live stream? If nobody's saying something, what am I going to do?
It's
You know?
Take it easy. But why didn't you read?
Yeah, but I gotta get, you can't drink a lot of water if you're taking a water pill though. You know, the thing is if I stop taking that pill for 4 days, I'm going to be able to feel my lungs filling up with water. That's not a lie.
Well, you didn't see that one coming. Jake, you're gonna like this book if you give it a chance. It's about kids stranded on a desert.
They didn't tell me how much I should, you know, how much I should drink and how much I shouldn't drink. So
Well, this one kid.
every time I get a dry mouth, I go and get something to drink, you know?
Look. One big fly, huh?
hey, take a shot.
God, Rose.
Charlie's working, Rose.
Jake,
By studying.
hey, do you like smoked salmon?
I guess.
Good. And this is for you.
The hell?
I don't know what to say.
Do I most of the time. But then I start talking and stuff just comes out. So, what are you doing this fall?
Yeah, didn't they say that about that, the apple cider vinegar? You have to heat it up, right?
Jake.
Because I think that's what melts the sugar away. Like it has to be like a tea form, you know?
Me? Date? I don't think so.
It was a little awkward. Catch an early show.
All right. All right, why not?
I'm sneaking the salmon under.
Sometimes I'm afraid to go downstairs because I'm afraid I'm not going to make it up the stairs, you know? There's a couple times where I've gotten to the floor just before my floor, and I had to literally stop because I felt like my heart was going to blow out of my chest.
Think about being my little friend. You don't get breaks.
It's not easy when you get older. People, you know, they have different problems, and, you know, some things affect other people in, you know, a way that's not very good, you know? And I know I should be stopped not smoking. I know that. I'm well aware of that. But like I said, I had, what was it? Last weekend, on Friday, I bought 3 packs of cigarettes, and they're all lights, and they're not Marlboro Reds anymore. I haven't smoked Marlboro Reds in years. But I still have 10 cigarettes left in a pack of those 3 packs from last weekend. So that's literally less than 10 a day.
Looked it over. What tell me about you?
Oh, I'm not saying that smoking is good for you or better than, that for you. In my mind, neither one of them's good. I wish I never picked up the habit. And my father always smoked in the house. Then my sister smoked. Then my brother started smoking. And I guess, you kind of pick it up for.
What's your degree in?
They all- All right. Well, in any event, I got to get off of here because my battery's dying out. Everybody, thanks for showing up. We will see you in the next one. Bye.